Hello guys, and welcome to another of my video. My name is Tony as usual, and today is an update of my tank, one of my tank, which I totally rescape because I decided to house in here two German blue rams, which I love it, and as a tank mate I choose two albino cory cat. And this is a new experience for me because I normally keep fish for beginners, and this one is my challenge. And this is your fault, guys, because I saw many of your video with fantastic German blue rams, and then I couldn't resist to experience a new fish. So in this tank, it was the house of my betas. I used to keep here one male beta and three females, but unfortunately after 5 months one of the beta female died, so I didn't want to take the risk to buy another female beta because otherwise in the future I will have the same problem. So I finally decided to put the female betas here in this tank, which with a divider, two females beta. My Nino beta, which is my elephant here beta, temporarily is here in the breeding box. As you can see, hello Nino, say hello to everybody. He's small, so the breeding box is 2 liters, it's not enough for him, so I will buy, as soon as I get my salary, a new tank like this only for him, and I will make a nice landscape for him. But for the moment it's fine, he can stay a couple of weeks there without any problem. And what about this tank? I totally rescaped the tank because I changed the substrate, I redecorate my old decoration, if I can say like this. As you can see, I attached some Java moss on this stone and an Anubia, and in this wood I attached some Java fern. Actually it's better to say I attached the newborn Java fern, you know, the little plants that the Java fern make. I attach on this wood and I really like it because it looks really natural. It seems almost that the wood is alive. And also I prepare this tank thinking about the German blue rams. I did some research on internet, on my books, and also I took, you know, all the advice that people that make video on YouTube regarding this beautiful fish. And so I decided to add some stones because I know that they like an environment with plenty of plants, and also some stones, especially flat stones like this one, because they lay the eggs on the stone, on some cave. And also I changed the substrate from sand. I know that the German blue rams prefer definitely sand, but this one is a fine gravel. It's not really thick, it's really fine gravel. But I explain to you why I decided this substrate, because I'm using a fertilizer which is this one, Floridipot, and I used this product in the past and is really good. I see that the plant react really well. The only problem is that with the sand, when I was cleaning my tank, I noticed that, you know, some bits of the substrate, sorry, the fertilizer were coming out, so it was not really, you know, easy for me to maintain this tank clean and nice as it is now. So I decided to put this fine gravel, which for me is really good because I like also the color, the dark color, because, you know, the fish change colors, they adapt to the substrate, the color of the substrate, so they show off more them colors. The plant, I would like to plant more Iliocharis parvula, which is the common hair grass, and as you can see there are some of them at the moment, but only because I like to try first before, you know, before putting more plants, because I don't have good light in this tank. I'm waiting for it. I order it, but I think it's gonna arrive next month. So this is like a try. If I see that the plants react really well and they spread, I will start to definitely make a nice grass here in this part. But let's see what's gonna happen. I don't know. Temporarily I don't have a good light, so it's better to, you know, to contain myself with the plant, which is the part that I like more about this hobby, the creativity that you know, we can use in our tank. And if you guys are a beginner and if you like to learn how to tie some plants, beginners plant, for example Java fern, Java moss, Anubias, on some wood or decoration, I make some videos whilst I was preparing this decoration for my tanks. You can have a look in my channel. And also here I bought a new filter. At the moment I got an external filter, but it wasn't the best quality. I used to keep that external filter only for the betas, and so I put, you cannot see here because it's black, I bought a small filter which seems really good. So at the moment I'm using two filters until the bacterial will be settled in the new filter. I use also, as I change lot of water to create this environment again to rescape my tanks, I use some liquid bacterial in the tank, and for a while my Nino, my beta, sorry for people that don't know, my beta, the name of my beta is Nino. So my Nino had been here a little bit, helped me to cycle a little bit this tank. And then finally I was able to buy the famous German blue rams, which guys, I love this fish. It's beautiful, it's gorgeous. And I still got some doubt about male and female. Believe me, I study a lot this fish, so in theory I know many information, but you know, it's the first time for me. So I'm a bit confused because there are things that make me think, for example, that this one is a male, but at the same time I think that is a female, and the same with the other one. There are two at the moment, but when I bought them I went to the pet shop, and even the sales assistant, they were quite surprised about the information that I give about this fish. So I picked them up. I choose myself one male, one female, but I still doubting because, you know, in captivity the females is not much different compared to the male, so it could be a little bit tricky, especially if they are young individual, to identify male and females. So when they are adult is much easier to identify the two. I rely on your videos, guys, as well, because you gave me a lot of tips about many people were talking about the, you know, the black spot, for example, this big black spot, and many people say that this is one of the main things that distinguish the female from the male. For example, the male, you see this black spot, the male doesn't have some reflecting blue scales in the middle of this spot, whilst the female got the same spot but with some reflecting blue scales. But I'm still doubting about, you know, my two rams, because I'm not sure. They are, I think, too young, so I will need to wait a little bit. And I already talked with the guys from the pet store, that they told me that I will be able to change one of the two. So guys, this is, you know, an advice, you know, for people that want to buy this fish, to acclimate them, you know, like long time. It took me almost 2 hours and a half, almost 3 hours to put these guys in the tank. And it's better, of course, a tank that is already cycled, and so because they are not fish for beginners. I don't want to make a video like caring about this fish, because I'm new for them, to them. And so I will definitely make another video. I will need some time, you know, to observe them carefully, you know, and then I can give you some tips, and not, you know, the typical tips that you can find in the on Google or in other, or in books. But I would like to share my point of view, and, you know, I will need some time to do that. In the meantime, I would like to thank many of you guys, and I'm a subscriber of many people that make videos on about the German blue rams, and I would like to thank you, because you have been really useful for me. And at the same time, I will need some more help, because you know, if you serve them and you got more knowledge, if my fish gonna come out and give me the chance to record them, an opinion if for you they are male or females, or they are a pair, or they are, I don't know, because I got some doubts, because one of them, for example, in one side the black spot is full of reflecting blue scales, whilst the other side is completely black. So I'm not really sure, I got some doubt about. And also guys, the comment are really welcome, and especially if you can advise to me some channels on YouTube in where people talk about the German blue rams. Let's see if I can show you better. Where is the other one? No, one is here. The other one I don't know where it is, because with this big stone they sometimes they hide here. So I was saying, to acclimate them it took me almost 3 hours, and then at the beginning they were hiding behind the stone for about 20 minutes. So I didn't have the chance to observe them really well. That's why now that I observing them, I got some doubt about the sex of these guys. And then I have to go to work, so I couldn't really observe them really well. They are really, really nice, really colorful. And I would like to know better, you know, the behavior, because they got a really, really interesting behavior. This is for the beginners. You know, I've been like interested on this fish, because I saw that when they make babies, you know, they really care about the babies, both of them, the male and the female, until they grow. And also they form a pair, and they defend the couple, you know, like, so it's really interesting behavior, and I would like to, you know, to know more and to have more time to observe them, because it's amazing the way the they grow their babies, and they don't get really big. The male you can get a little bit bigger compared to the female, but they don't get really big. But of course I would like to be sure that they are one male and one female, because my tank is not really big, so I can't, no, put more than 4 fish here. I'm planning to buy another tank, a big tank, but you know, I have to work a little bit more to save a little bit of money, and all the time, you know, I spend a lot of money for my fish, between food, substrate, you know, filters, lights. The only thing that I didn't spend much money is about the tank. This tank was really cheap. For example, I bought it only for 25 euros, but I spend more money on the substrate, decoration and plants than the tank. Actually, the plant, I'm using the same plants that I got in my other tank, so when I trim them I replant it. So I'm saving money maybe on the plants, but at the beginning it was quite expensive, you know, to buy different type of plants. So guys, this is all for today. I hope you enjoy my video. Please send me a message with some other channels on YouTube where I can find more information about the German blue rams. I really appreciate that, and see you soon with another of my video. Bye.